Aloha remote marketing agency owners. I had such high hopes for that intro. Crushed right in the beginning. What's up, Dorn? What's up, Patty? Welcome to the Aloha Friday Marketing Jam Session. I am one of your hosts, Tom Gaddis, my co-host and lake dweller. Those pictures from the lake have looked awesome. Mr. Nick Ponte on the call as well. What's up, Nick?
Hey, everybody.
Cool. Well, listen, we have an amazing Friday show lined up for you today. We're going to talk about the secrets to superhuman productivity. Plus, we're going to give away a bunch of prizes in appreciation of your support for our new podcast launch last week. And a bunch of other things. We're going to celebrate some shark wins. We're going to talk local marketing. You can ask your questions. It's going to be a great show. So why don't you grab a cool drink, and I'm going to fire up the intro, and we'll see you back here in about 50 seconds.
It's now time, the moment you've been waiting for. Get ready for the fastest 60 minutes of marketing strategies and tactics to build your remote empire from anywhere in the world. After 167 agonizing hours, they've finally returned. From the sun-soaked Sin City and the sandy shores of Maui, Hawaii, now back for a brand new Aloha Marketing Jam session. It's your hosts, the Offline Sharks and Remote Millionaires, Tom Gaddis and Nick Ponte.
Oh, thank you. Listen to that crowd. Oh, there we go. Listen to that crowd. It's so good out there. Welcome, everyone. Excited to be here. That's your cue.
Very excited. Oh, very excited. Very excited. I'm very excited.
Oh, man. Who all is on this call today? I see Richard. Richie. What's up, Richie? Dorn. Michael. I see Char. Welcome, everybody. If you see yourself as I just see you as Facebook user unless you are logged in. Somebody said Nick's those pictures are great, and we got to see Kevin. Yep. Talking about your leg pictures.
Yeah. This place is cool. I've been having some fun here. You know, like what's really cool is it doesn't get dark until like 9:30 at night. So I can like wake up in the morning, work, and even at like work till like 5, there's still like 3 hours of daylight left to do all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm not used to that at all. Where Hawaii is like, you know, we pretty much have the same.
It's dark early there. Yeah.
It varies a little bit, very, very slight.
Well, you know, the thing with Hawaii is it's an early morning. Like you really like if you're going to go to the beach, if you're going to do those things, a lot of the prime time to do that is like first thing when the sun's coming up. So that means if you want to get up and work and do things to take advantage of that, you got to get up like even earlier than that. So anyway, it's just such an early morning lifestyle, which is why everything there closes at, you know, by 9-10 o'clock, everybody's pretty much settled in and ready to call it. I wouldn't say there's any quote nightlife really at all there.
It does. You know, there's some advantages to that though. And, you know, kind of what we're going to talk about today has a lot to do with this. So just for everybody here, who here, put a 1 in the chat if you have ever done any type of outsourcing before, and put a 2 in the chat if you have not done any outsourcing before. I'm going to share with you kind of a hack that Tom and I have identified for I don't know, years and years and years of doing outsourcing that has allowed us to have probably so much more output and productivity than so many of our competitors. I see lots of 1s. Jack Thomas has not yet. Jack, stick around. Michael Marquez has not done any outsourcing yet. I see a couple Facebook users. Local Eats Now. Enrique. Lots of 1s. Anybody that put a 2 in there, you're going to want to hang out on the stream. Anybody put a 1 in there, you're going to want to hang out on the stream. So here's the productivity hack that we've kind of uncovered in the process of doing so much outsourcing. So wherever you are, you actually have the opportunity to leverage the difference in your time zone and where you hire people to help you do the fulfillment for your company. And so an example of that is like a lot of the people, we actually have people on our team all over the world. I mean, Philippines, Eastern Europe, you know, everywhere. And so depending on where you are, you can hire specifically for somebody in a time zone that is more beneficial to you. And I'll give you an example of that. So in Hawaii, we're in our own little weird world of time. We're like 6 hours behind Eastern. A lot of our business in Remote Millionaires, Offline Sharks, like that's all on Eastern time. So whenever we have like a 3 p.m. Zoom call or something, we have to wake up at like 7 a.m. just to, get a jump on that, right? To get prepared for that call. So it could be a, real pain in the butt, or one of the ways that we look at it is that, at the end of my day, when I'm in Maui, my day, it ends at, 6, 7, 8 o'clock at night sometimes. And, most of our team in the Philippines or, overseas, they're just about to wake up and start their day. So when I'm done with my day, each day I work my ass off, whatever, come up with all these things that I need to do. I'm also getting an action list ready for the rest of my team. So when I leave for the day, I drop those details in Slack and I say, hey, these are the things that I need you to help me take care of today. I go to bed. They're working on all those things. I wake up in the morning. They have said they leave me a message because now they are leaving for the day. And they're like, hey, these are all the things that you asked to get done. They are done. I have questions on this, this, and this. They go to bed. I pick up the ball, and then I continue to flesh out whatever it is they need and continue to get their day ready ahead for them. And the awesome thing about that is that the timeline, the cycle of business, we're basically doing business 24 hours a day. Our company is operating. And so when I'm sleeping, they're working. When they're sleeping, I'm working. And we work together to make sure that we are optimizing that. And that, that goes for whatever business we're working in, agency side, Sharks, Remote Millionaires, it's all the same. And so think about that. When you're hiring and outsourcing, what time zone can you hire in that is going to help set you up to have a 24-hour cycle of business? It's been a pretty powerful thing, right, Tom?
It has been. And, you think at first like, oh, how can that work? But it actually works really, really well because you're able to evaluate, adjust, and things like that. And you can build that into your workflow with your clients, So
yeah.
Once you get it rolling, it's like, it just happens automatically. Right.
And if you think of it on the traditional way of doing things, like my old job or your old job, car mechanic, restaurant. I'm going to call you a restaurateur, Tom, just because it sounds a lot cooler. Restaurateur. Those businesses, I have to go there at 8 to 5. At 5 o'clock, that business is done. Like there's no other progression happening in that business. So there's only that limited amount of time that business is growing and doing things, unless you have, the business owner who is there after hours working, putting in that extra work because nobody else is going to do that because they're on the payroll. You only have so many hours in a day that you can grow. Whereas if you are a remote millionaire, you have 24 hours a day that your business is growing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You hit the nail on the head there. That's a great strategy. Two of the things that I really like for getting more stuff done, like that's one part, right? Like obviously in the agency side, outsourcing the fulfillment, doing those things. And by the way, we did a training on Wednesday where I went into a lot of detail about that and how to do it.
Great detail.
Specifically without spending a cent of your own money, which is a little process Nick and I developed. How many people are on that training? Did you like it? What'd you think? If you weren't, we recorded it. I'll give you a link here at the end of the thing so you can go check it out. But it was a really great training, and we talked about a lot of that stuff. But one of the things and I just want to take one step back from what Nick's talking about. So there's the productivity in your agency, your workflows, and your things there, which a lot of that is implemented with building a team and doing those types of things. But a couple of steps back from that is your productivity yourself, right? Getting things done. And there's two situations you may find yourself in. The first situation is this is what you're doing full time, right? So you're devoting all your time to building and growing your business. So how do you manage your time and your productivity for maximum effort and impact? So there are two things I found that really help with this. Number one is you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan, especially a weekly plan. So recently I've been getting back on a stricter diet, right? Like watching what I eat to trim down and do some things like that. First thing I do is make a plan for my meals. Because I know if I leave it up to Sir Tom here, I'll just figure it out when I'm hungry. I am not going to make healthy choices, to say the least, right? My business is the same way. If I just think, oh, well, these are the 5 things I need to get done, and when I have time, I'll just get to them, I am not going to tackle those 5 things. So for me, I need to look at what's going on during the week, put those things in my schedule, and then I need to set deadlines. Like, this has got to be done here, this has got to be done there. So deadlines really, I mean, we learned that early on, right, Nick? Deadlines drive everything. So like
you're telling me, right?
Yeah, like they do. They're like, so
does anybody need a deadline to actually get anything done? Because I know some people. No, I'm just kidding.
Where? Is there somebody behind me? Is there somebody behind me?
Yeah.
So the deadline, scheduling, having a plan for the week. That's the first thing. The 2 other things I like to do is batch the things that I need to do. So for instance, we talk about this all the time. If you're trying to build an agency, the non-negotiable revenue producing activity is prospecting. That's the most important thing you can do in your business. So if you are not at a point where you can prospect right now, you need to be working every single day on overcoming whatever you feel like is holding you back from doing that action, because the prospecting is the action that's going to bring in the money. So whatever it is that's holding you back from doing that, you should be trying to fix that as quick as you can so that you can start prospecting.
I know what we should do. We should throw out some excuses right now, and then we'll give them some ways to overcome those excuses with ideas. So I can't prospect right now because...
Yeah, give us some examples of why you feel like you couldn't do it right now.
Yeah.
I
work all day and I'm tired.
Yep.
What do you got?
Bjorn said he had a deadline once and almost killed him. So the prospecting is non-negotiable, right? So I like to chunk my days so that I do the most valuable activity first. So I would do the prospecting in the morning, and then in the evening, I would work on building out my team. Okay, and if you follow the process that we outlined in our training that I did on Wednesday, and if you didn't watch that, you should go watch it after the live. But if you follow that, then you can do that. So you would be in the morning, you would be prospecting, doing that, and in the afternoon, you'd be building your Rolodex and building that infrastructure so that you can do that. So I don't see Jack Thomas just says time in the dog ate my homework.
Well, here's a really good one. Somebody said one that's like, I mean, I get it. Someone said my wife is in surgery, which is like, I want to be, sensitive to that. Like, if that's real, that's horrible. I hope she is doing better. However, there is one golden fix to like continuing to do the RPAs, regardless of what it is. Like, you could be having the most horrible, horrific thing going on in your life, but if you just had somebody else doing your prospecting for you, it wouldn't really matter, So the solution to that is, if you have a lot of shit or you don't have time, then the main thing that you should be trying to do is bring somebody else in that does. And if you can't bring somebody else in that does have time, then that's probably because you don't have enough cash flow. Because if you had cash flow coming in, then you could hire somebody that could do prospecting for you if you were not there. So if that's the case, then the first step for you would be to get some cash flow as quickly as possible. And you could do that by getting, using any one of our 14 or 15 foot in the door strategies to get your foot in the door and get some cash flow, and then save that up so that you can get somebody to do prospecting for you as quickly as possible, because you already know that your life is, you don't have as much time as you need or you want in order to be successful with that.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. And I do hope things work out well with your wife, for sure. Another part of that, Nick, that when you were saying that, I was like, oh yeah, this is another way to kind of say that same question is, like, if we were to, let's say that you woke up tomorrow and you had an email from Nick and I, and it was like, oh, we have a client for you for whatever service it is that you sell. Can you take that client? Would you be able to say with confidence that you could take the client? That's a lot of the reasons. That's one of the big reasons that holds a lot of people back from prospecting, because they don't feel confidence in their ability to deliver, right? So if that's something that's holding you back from prospecting, then you need to work on the confidence. You need to work on the confidence that you can deliver what you're selling. How do you do that? Well, actually, I covered that in the training, so I'm not going to spill all the beans, but having your fulfillment lined up so that you know the people you're using are quality, you know what they're offering, you know what they're going to charge. Like that gives you that confidence to go out and do that prospecting. Another thing, maybe you may think, well, I just don't know what service to offer. Or, I mean, there's all kinds of nutty stuff that keeps people from actually prospecting. Well, I don't have a name for my agency. I can't figure out what name to add. I don't know what foot in the door strategy I should use. Like those are all things that immediately slow us down when we decide we're going to start reaching out to clients, because we want to find the best thing. Like we don't want to make a mistake. The reality is you're going to make some mistakes. So the best thing to do is to do your best to pick something that you feel like is going to be good for you, and then go out, test it, do it, and adjust as you go. Anyway, so prospecting in the morning, fulfillment in the evening. The final thing that I will say about productivity for me is routine. Like I have to have routine. So I do the same things in the morning on Mondays. Like I have a routine and I love to stick to my routine. And when I get knocked out of my routine, it discombobulates me. That's how devoted to it I am. But that is another way that I'm able to get a lot of stuff done, because I just stick to my routine, no matter what. Stick to my routine.
Yeah, routines are everything, which is why it actually can be a challenge for people to get in the hang of becoming like a digital nomad or somebody that changes their scenery all of the time. And I know Richie's here with us, who just made a trip over to the East Coast, and he got his first experience with being, a remote millionaire, traveling around, doing all the stuff and enjoying the freedom and flexibility of the business models that we have. But, the thing that I will say is somebody who travels around a lot and is very regimented, creature of habit. I'm the same as Tom. I need to have these routines. There is something to be said for, if you can stay in one place long enough, you probably, and you need to make a lot of success, that you need to, you should probably stay in one place for a little while so that you can set that routine. And then the other layer of that is when you're building out your routine, which is something that will always change. Like my routine is always changing because of, what I'm doing and what I get interested in. I might change my thing that I like doing. I might be like going to the gym for, my exercise at some point, but I might take up a new hobby. I might get into jujitsu. So now I have to go do something at night or, in the morning. So everything changes. It's always subject to change. But the main thing that you need to do with your routine, and Tom kind of touched up on this, is that you need to identify whatever it is that is the most difficult for you to do, which could be, for me, it's the creative stuff. It's creating YouTube videos. It's, writing something down that's like actually copywriting or content writing or getting on camera or writing a webinar or any of that stuff or presenting. And those are the things that I need to get done at the beginning of my day. Because I know that like as my day progresses, I only have so much attention and willpower. And the things that are the most difficult, like creating, that takes the most willpower. And if you only have that finite amount, you want to use it all in the beginning. Like people use the analogy of moving the biggest rocks in the day, in the beginning of the day. Because if you get those big ones out of the way, all the little ones are a lot easier to move. And so those big rocks are the things that you hate doing or are the most difficult for you. Get those out of the way real quick and put that into your routine and do that every single day. And you'll make some serious progress.
Yeah, Brian Tracy calls that eating the frog. He had a little book called Eat That Frog, right?
Yeah. First thing.
Yeah, that same type of thing. So really awesome. Yeah, those are all some good, hopefully productivity tips and strategies that we use day to day. And I think they could help benefit you all as well. Now we have a lot of things to do on today's show. We're going to give away some prizes. We're also going to do a couple of other things. We're going to take some more questions and things as well. Was it Seth Godin as Eat That Frog? I thought it was Brian Tracy.
I thought it was Tom and Nick.
It could be Tom and Nick. Who knows?
Yeah.
I like to take credit for everything.
Nick and Tom.
Take credit for everything.
Tom, so you're going to laugh. So I had a call with a orthopedic surgeon 2 days ago, who we built a website for.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say his name because I won't put him on blast. But he was like, I'm training a new account coordinator to help us deal with clients, right? And so I'm not normally on these calls, but because I'm training somebody up to do these calls for us, I'm on the call showing her how it's done. And this orthopedic surgeon has several people in his company that he works with. They're actually merging to create one practice. And one of them was like, hey man, like on the website, I noticed you always have my partner's name, my business partner's name before me on everything. He's like, could you mix it up a little bit, put me first, so it's not always like him and me. And I just thought that was the funniest thing. I'm like,
That's
okay,
great.
no problem. It was a funny edit request. Has anybody gotten that one before? A little ego request.
Hold on, I'm getting some things ready here, Nick.
No worries. I'm going to look at some of these things. Richard says there are 3 keys to success in business: planning, exercise, and discipline. Yeah, those are definitely crucial. You can't really make much progress without having all of those things. Let's see. One of the other things, everybody, that I've been working on is building, and I mentioned this, an account coordinator into our fold of personnel in our agency. And so I want to share with you what an account coordinator does real quick. An account coordinator is somebody that is more of a point of contact than your project manager. So if anybody, we're starting this new thing where we're doing welcome calls. Whenever we bring a new client on, our salesperson will sell them. And then once they pay the invoice, we're going to do a welcome call where we have our account coordinator and the salesperson and the client on that call. And then everybody meets, and then the salesperson hands that person off to our account coordinator, who then helps with the facilitation of actual service and fulfillment. And so that allows our salesperson to leave the relationship, and now they can just focus on with the internal team. So that's something that, by the way, are any of you interested in more about that, like an account coordinator role, how that can help you and keep your clients happy, keep your retention up in your services and all that? Because like I said, that's something that we're building out now. We're writing job descriptions, we're writing, the processes, the SOPs, all that stuff. So if that's something that you might be interested in, let me know. I totally would try to figure out a way to share that intel with you all. I know I went off on a little bit there, Tom, but you're getting something ready.
Yeah, that's good. I was trying to get some things ready in the background for some prize stuff. One of the things. Go ahead.
I'm just excited because I was on an account coordinator welcome call right before this one, and I recorded the whole thing, and yeah.
That's great. Awesome. Okay, so one thing we should do, let's do some shark shout outs, and then we will talk for a bit, and then we are going to do some giveaways. So we have lots of prizes to give away. One of the prizes we're going to be giving away before the end of this episode is a brand new iPad Air.
I thought you were going to say like a Tesla or something. I was like, whew.
No. Let me see. I think it's an iPad Air, I believe.
We're going to give away an iPad Air right now.
Not right now. We're going to do it before the end. So yeah, an iPad Air. We're going to give away some AirPod Pros. We're going to give away some Remote Millionaire t-shirts. Plus, our guest last week, Jake, he offered to give away 4 printed copies of his marketing course. So we're going to give those away. We're actually going to give those away first. So we got lots of stuff. Lots of stuff.
Going.
Yeah, we better get going. So let's do some shark shout outs. So I'm going to share my screen here. Every week, we like to share the people in our community that are posting their wins and what they're doing. You know what? Hold on. Before I do this, I forgot to check. I'm at the beginning. Okay. All right. So here we go. Share screen. I'll figure it out eventually.
One day we'll get it. Only 2 years of doing these live shows.
That's okay. Yeah, I know we're approaching 3 years. Did you know that? 150 episodes. Like we're getting close to 3 years. Crazy. All right, so let's celebrate some shark shout outs. So our first shout out goes to our boy Zach. Zach Smoose picked up a $900 worth of logos and video creation. Congratulations, Zach. Love to see that activity in the group. We did a great call with Zach one time. We did like a hot seat with him. It was really, really awesome. Craig Atterbury sold his first home services jackpot website for a fencing contractor. $800 a month for the website. Google business profile and citation services plus 3 blog posts per month. Damn. That's awesome. $800 a month. Killer. Like, that's freaking great. That's what that makes that site like what? $8,000, right? $8,000 plus 1,600. Yeah. So 9,600. That's great. Yeah. Bruce Mayo sold a business card website to a health coach, $650 plus $150 a month for updates. 2 checks totaling $1,188 for additional work for the gun range.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations,
yeah,
Bruce.
I collect those checks. I love getting checks. People are like, you guys still get checks? And I'm like, hell yeah, we take checks.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, I love this blue background they used in this graphic.
Yeah, it does look good.
Yeah. We need to get this shout out done in white. All right, I'll work on fixing that. I digress. Okay. Yep, so those are those 3. So our next shark shout out goes to Akin. Akin closed a deal, $4,770 for a custom branding website, Facebook Pixel and Google Analytics, creation and connection of social media pages, 500 business cards, 2 car magnets, plus a t-shirt and a partridge and a pear tree with branding. Nick didn't hear that.
I did.
That was a good joke. You didn't even laugh. That was a good joke. You didn't even laugh. Anyway, Akin, that's awesome. Akin has been crushing it in the Remote Millionaires program. I actually just scheduled an interview with him for the new podcast. So he will be one of the upcoming guests. Actually, another one of our shout outs here, JT, he has an episode that's going to be dropping soon. So you can actually hear how some of these people got started, what they're doing in their businesses, all that. You guys will love it. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed to the podcast, you should subscribe to the podcast.
Did you see, Tom, that JT 2 days ago got 2 SEO projects for $1,500 a month each and a website for I think another $1,500 and then $5,000 when it was done.
Yeah. So this shout out, it says he picked up 2 SEO projects while on vacation, $750 setup and $1,500 a month each. And then he got one new 5-page website for $1,500 down and $4,500 when done.
Okay. I feel dumb. I wasn't reading that when I said that. I was just remembering because I actually asked JT and I wanted to hear a little bit more about specifically how he got that deal. Because think about that. 2 $1,500 a month wins, right? That's $3,000 a month. And when I saw him in Seattle, he was like, trying to get to that $14,000 a month so he can retire and move to Hawaii, which would be awesome, right?
Well, an extra $3,000 a month was a pretty big increase in his monthly revenue, right? Like, was he doing like around 6? Wasn't he doing like around 6,000 a month when you saw him in Seattle? So he was like doing 6,000 a month recurring. Now he just added another 3. Like, that's a 50%, right? 50% increase. One client, boom. That's how fast it can happen.
Well, 3.6. He added 33% more to his bottom line with one client, which is pretty freaking massive. So anyway, I'm thinking about talking to JT in a little more detail. Would anybody like to hear that conversation? Should I record that conversation? I'm going to keep asking these questions about the information and the content that you guys want, because Tom and I, we're, Remote Millionaires is a community of killers that are just, doing some crazy things to grow their business. And just by interacting with them, seeing their success, one of the things that we're doing coming up is we're going to survey everybody and see how we can help serve them even better. And by helping them do more, maybe we'll, document some of that and leak some of the information. So that's why I want to keep asking this stuff from you all, so you guys help us to know what kind of content and information we should be curating. I appreciate all the feedback.
Yeah, you guys, that's awesome. Yeah, if you record that thing with JT, we could run that as another podcast episode. That'd be great.
Okay.
Our friend Bill Stanley closed another project management contract for $3,000.
Dollar bill.
Job, Bill. Dollar bill, is that what you just called him?
Yeah, dollar bill in the house.
Dollar. We should call him Dollar. Dollar Bill. Dollar Bill. Awesome. Dollar Bill. Awesome. Cody Weaver picked up some new deals ahead of his vacation to Costa Rica. Medical clinic, social and email marketing, $12.50 a month. Google Business Profile Management and geo-targeting for a security company, $7.25 a month. Podcast website, $7.50 plus $200 a month. Social media management. Blog writing for law firm, $4.75 a month. Agency turns 1 year old next month and cross the 20K per month threshold with a 95% retention rate.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Damn. Cody has some amazing stuff going on. He's a severe action taker, which is great to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then a shout out to Nick Ponte, SEO campaign to an electric bike rental company, $500 a month plus $1,500 a month Google ad package, and a secret offering, a $200 a month website. Yeah,
that's another one of those things where, you know, we're testing right now in the agency, right? Like historically, we are only really selling $5,000 websites and up at this stage for us in our agency. And one of the things that we have identified in this community is like, there are a lot of people that can't afford those types of websites, right? A lot of business owners. And, you know, in the past, we just kind of been like, well, you know, that's not really our market. We don't want to work with anybody that doesn't at least have, you know, $5,000 to spend on their website. But I know a lot of you, you know, and there are a lot of people out there that do want to serve that market. And what's the best way to do that? And so we are testing before we teach, like we always do here. And so we are testing an opportunity to sell people that don't have the budget for a high ticket website, to sell them on a low monthly residual website. And, you know, that's nice for a lot of us because so many people need websites, and a lot of them, you know, they're not going to shell out 5,000, but I mean, they will shell out 200 a month. So that allows you to get some recurring income pretty quickly with just these small little websites. So is anybody interested in that? Give me a show of hands in the chat if we came up with a strategy on getting some of these low ticket monthly residual websites that are so damn easy to create. We basically use templates for every single one. Is that something you'd be interested in? Give me a 3 in the chat if that's something that you would be interested in. I think that product would kill it, but we got to kill it first, don't you, Tom?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like that's a strategy we've been using for a long time, but just not quite in this way, right?
Yeah.
Yep. This is going to be great. For those of you keeping track at home, that is a combined total of $28,006 for the week of July 30th to August 5th. That brings our grand total to $851,902 since the start of 2022.
Damn.
That is crazy. Awesome. $1 million. Here we come, baby. Here we come. You're going to get that. So way to go, everybody. Congratulations to all of the Shark Shoutout winners. And by the way, you should go subscribe to our Remote Millionaires podcast. We're going to talk about this here in just a second. But if you haven't, go subscribe. You hear a lot of the people you see every week on the wins and the shoutouts talking about how they started, how they've overcome different obstacles. No one has a straight path to success, right, in their business. And so it's always inspiring for me to talk to people and see what they've encountered, what the challenges were they faced and how they overcome them. Hopefully so that when those challenges crop up for me or different ones, I'm better prepared to overcome them as well. So,
man, I don't know. Like people know that we're giving away iPads and AirPods and everything on this stream, but I don't see enough likes on this stream yet, Tom. I really only see like 10 little thumbs up, a couple of hearts. I think I really think we should hold out till we get some more likes in the stream before we start giving stuff away.
Okay, well, I got 4 marketing books to give away from Jake, Bob Ross, his marketing course. We're going to do those first. So put some likes on the stream and we will get that cracking. And then there was something else I just thought of, and I was like, what was the other thing?
Okay, let's just hit the music, Shane O'Mac.
Yeah. Now I can't remember. I lost. Oh, by the way, too, I know you're teasing people with the new service you're testing out in the agency, but something that we have already tested and dialed in.
Have very dialed in.
have very dialed in is something we're going to be releasing a course on September 9th. September 9th, we're going to be coming out with a brand new course. It's probably one of the top services we do in the agency, right? I mean, as far as revenue goes, it produces a lot of revenue every month for the agency.
Not only that, it produces a lot of revenue for the customer. That's like the biggest piece. It's one of our most, I don't even know that we need to like hide the topic, Tom. I think that like,
okay, well, if we're not going to hide the topic, then I want to show off. I will give you guys. Who wants a sneak peek?
No. Don't show them the logo. Don't show them the logo.
Let's show the logo. Let's show them the logo. Yeah, let's show them the logo. Who wants to see the logo? Come on, who wants to see the logo?
No, that's got to be a secret.
The logo doesn't need to be a secret. Oh man, I love the logo. You don't have to keep. All right, we can.
You already showed it off once today.
I know, because I love it. I love it. It's one of my favorite logos we've ever done.
Even more of a reason why it's going to be so powerful the day we release it.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah. But the topic, everybody, is because I know this is a long time coming. And again, I want to know if this is a topic that you would be interested in. Because in local marketing, one of the fastest ways that you can predictably and consistently bring in customers for most service-based businesses, a lot of a lot of keywords when you're like, solar Maui, plumber location, keyword location type searches, is a service that we've been selling for a long time. We still consistently sell. I think we make around $20,000 to $25,000 a month right now in this one service alone. Residual, it hits our account every single month, $25,000. I have all of the proof to show it to you all, and we're selling more and more of these every day. Richard got it. And the thing is not a lot of people know how to do this service, how to sell this service, and how to do it as like an expert, or have an expert come help you do it. And so would any of you be interested in learning how to become an actual Google AdWords expert, how to get more ads or how to get more clients and deliver this service through an expert actually doing the work for you? Because Google Ads, I know it's confusing for a lot of people, but we've been doing it really, really, really well for a long time. And we did put out a product I think 4 years ago. When we first started, it was one of our first products we did. We have still done this service since then a lot, and we have refined our progress and process over and over and over again. We just have so much more information to share, and it's something that we know so many people will get a lot of value out of. You can make a lot of money with this service. It's one of the easiest services to sell, I promise you. And the coolest part is we outsource all of it. So if that is something you're interested in, one or a yes in the chat. And if you are a Remote Millionaire member, yes, you will get access to this as a complimentary to your membership.
And by the way, Nick just dropped a golden nugget of productivity there. I don't know if anybody caught that. I probably only caught it because I've been living it with him. But he mentioned something very important. He mentioned that this is a service we've been offering for a long time. In fact, we did a course on this. He's right. 4 years ago, because we were doing the service, starting to we have continued to build, refine, and get better at that service since we launched that course. So to a lot of people that would come in now, they would look at what we're doing in PPC and be like, oh my God, that's amazing. I want to do that. Not realizing that we've focused on that one thing for a long time. That is another secret to really entering the high achiever level, I think, is you stick with things. You don't bounce from thing to thing to thing to thing to thing to thing. We stick with stuff. So a lot of times you will see us putting out courses that are improvements on things we've been doing for a long time. Almost everything that we were talking about when we first started Offline Sharks, the community, we still talk about today. And we have still been doing all of those things for the past 6 years. This is how you build a sustaining business in action. right? You pick the things and you just get good at them. Like you don't jump around from thing to thing to thing to thing. So anyway, I thought that was, when you said that, I was like, ooh, I wonder if anybody picked up on that little, like if you just watch what we do, you will get a pretty good idea of what you should be doing. Because like Nick said in his Facebook Facebook post, we practice what we preach. Like we practice what we preach. Like we've been doing these things. They work for us. They work for both of us. We watch them work for other people. So we tell you, like, they work. You just actually have to do them. So
yeah, it's a good point. We focus on a new topic. We get good at that thing, and even if we get worse before we get better, we still focus on that one thing until we get better. You have to give everything a real effort before you move on to the next thing. And chances are, if you really, really give something a full effort, because let's be realistic, everybody, this isn't that hard. I mean, it really isn't that difficult. And if you're finding it difficult, then you're probably not, if you're finding it difficult and you're a member of this community, then you're probably just not following the steps. Like any of our courses, content, or training, it really is like step by step by step. A lot of people will join and they'll be like, oh, this doesn't just magically happen for me. I'm going to skip a step. I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to try to get ahead of things. Or this is the part that I don't want to do. And then be like, oh, this doesn't work. It sucks. I need to go on to the next thing. But all the stuff that we have, that we've ever done, is real. It all works. And it's just a matter of actually doing it and staying there long enough until you get good enough at it so that you can systemize before moving on to the other things.
Yeah. People, I want 5 more likes on the stream. Come on, can't 5 people just make it so like at least half of the people on here have liked the stream. Somebody just give us 5 more likes. But we do have to start giving away some stuff, Nick, because we're going to run out of time if we don't.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Let's do this. We can do this while we're getting our 5 more likes. Oh, we only need 4. 4. Come on, people. Come on. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay. We need to celebrate our member of the week. So every week, pardon me, we give away a special secret Shark Swag treasure chest. This is what it looks like. It is here behind me. What's inside? Ooh, no one knows but the lucky recipients. This goes out to someone who's been a good steward of our community, somebody who's participating, who's asking questions, who's taking action, who's just being a good member of Offline Sharks. We send this out, and we have a member of the week this week. Let me get my little graphic here. Oh, so our member of the week goes to Michael Marquez, most interactive member this week, answering questions from other members and tagging the team on posts that need our attention. So, wow. Michael, congratulations, my friend. You are member of the week. The team will be reaching out to you to get your contact info so we can get that box of swag sent to you. Thanks, man, for being a part of the Offline Sharks community. We appreciate it.
And double thank you for like tagging our team and other people to jump in on things where people need help. I mean, man, that's awesome. That's super helpful.
Yeah. Okay. The fun part of the show. Come on, a couple more likes, people. 3 more. We just need 3 more. There's 3 of you out there that haven't hit like. Somebody do it. Someone do it. Okay. What was that thing that Ben Stiller used to do? Just do it. Do it. Come on, do it. Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Come on, do it. Do it. Do it. All right. Anyway. All right. I'll stop. Okay. So first up, we are going to be giving away 4 copies of Bob Ross's Local Marketing Masterclass book. This is not available. The only way you can get it is by buying his $500 course. We're going to give away 4 copies. So what this was Jake, when he was a guest on our live show last week, said, hey, anybody who, picks up we were giving away some bonuses for people that picked up his course we were promoting. And he said, anybody who buys can be entered for this drawing. So we took everybody that picked up Jake's course. We've got them in a list. I'm going to put them in the name generator and we're going to pick. But before we do that, because it was requested, here you go.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes some money. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, bling, bling, got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Oh, we're back. Okay. All right, we're back. I didn't realize that. Okay. So here's what I have done. I took the list of everyone that jumped in on that deal, picked up Jake's course and our amazing bonuses. And well, actually, I didn't do it. The team did it. They put them in a list. They sent them to me before the show. I have all into the Wheel of Names. We are bringing back the Wheel of Names. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shuffle these bad boys up, and we're going to pick 4 winners. So shuffle, 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 shuffle. The first winner of Jake's local marketing masterclass book is Bryant Dodd. Bryant Dodd. Congratulations, Bryant. The team is going to be reaching out to you. So if we can make a note to Sean or Cameron, make a note. Bryant Dodd, he's our first winner. I'm going to remove him so he can't win again. I'm going to shuffle the names again. We're going to pick winner number 2, Bob Ross's local marketing masterclass. Here we go. The Wheel of Names. Here, let me take this up.
Tom, how much money have we made off of Bob Ross's stuff?
Oh, Bob Ross's stuff is how I started my agency. Like, it's unbelievable. Yeah, his strategies and techniques have generated a lot of money for us. Robin Nixon. There you go, Robin Nixon. Our second winner. We got two more to do. So I'm going to shuffle. Come on, I want to get another. Oh, there's another like. That must have been Robin. Come on, Brian. You feel like up there. We're almost there. So I want to shuffle. Our third winner of the Bob Ross Local Marketing Masterclass. This is a physical copy of the book. Again, the only way you could get it is buying his $500 course. Goes to Michael Thompson.
Nice, Michael.
Thompson.
Nice.
Okay. Let me shuffle these up, and we are going to do one more winner here. One more winner.
By the way, if everybody can tag Bob Ross and thank him for doing this, I know that
yes, that would be great.
He'd love to get those notifications on his feed on this stream. I'm sure he would.
Our final winner, Bob Bomez. Congratulations. All right. We have more prizes to give away. More prizes. But those are the 4 copies of Bob Ross's Local Marketing Masterclass book. Again, you had to buy his $497 course to get it, so you have it. All right, I'm going to unshare my screen for a minute while I reorganize the Wheel of Names here, because I have a different list that needs to go on here for the next group. So, these next group of prizes, I don't know if you all know this, but we launched a podcast last week called Remote Millionaires. Because of your support, for one day, we were number 49 in the entire U.S. in the business and entrepreneurship list. That is a huge accomplishment. To get to number 49 for the entire U.S. in entrepreneurship and business, there's a lot of podcasts in there. So thanks to your support, we hit it. We couldn't sustain it. We're going to have to work our way back up. But we did it for a day or two, so we can say we had a top 50 podcast. What was really funny was we had Noah Kagan from AppSumo and Dan Kennedy were all below us. So I told Cameron, I was like, we need to send out an email, and the subject line needs to be how we crushed Dan Kennedy. Because we beat him. Might have only been for a day, but we beat him. We're going to take it. So we told people if they would subscribe to the podcast, and then they would leave us a review, that we would enter them for some amazing prizes. So I'm going to copy this list here. You got some good, if you're in this, you got some good chances to win, because there surprisingly wasn't a bunch of people. Okay, so let's talk about what we're giving away first. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen. Dun, dun, dun. So first, we are going to be giving away some Remote Millionaires t-shirts. So we're going to give away 5 of these. We're going to give away 3 pairs of AirPod Pros. And then we're going to give away an iPad Air.
3 pairs of AirPod Pros. Wow.
3 pairs of AirPod Pros. And an iPad Pro.
I've lost over 3 pairs. Just saying. I even have this. I lose them so often that I actually have 2 pairs. I have a backup pair just in case.
Yeah. And if you missed this, but you'd still like to subscribe to the podcast, which I think you should, if you go to offlinesharks.com/podcast, you can still see the subscribe button there. Or just look us up on Apple Podcasts, Remote Millionaires. We'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe, listen, and leave us a review if you enjoyed it. So these are the prizes we're going to be giving away. Let's start with the Remote Millionaires t-shirt. So I'm going to go to the Wheel of Names. Here's the list of everybody in here for the...
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's not very many, right? Yeah. So I'm going to shuffle these bad boys up. Shuffle them up. Shuffle. The first winner of Remote Millionaires podcast t-shirt. By the way, we do not the only people that have these t-shirts are me and Nick.
And Cameron.
Oh, and Cameron. Yeah, we're the only three that have them. But now Mitch Malden has one. Mitch Malden now has a Remote Millionaires podcast, a Remote Millionaires t-shirt. Mitch, awesome. I'm going to shuffle up. That's one. You got to help me keep track, Nick. Here's a number 2 winner for a Remote Millionaires t-shirt. Goes to... Faiza Ahmed. Faiza Ahmed. Congratulations. All right. 3 more to go. I'm going to shuffle these up.
Ken got gypped.
Oh, it's so close. You can really see how close it gets when there's less people in the drawing. Our next, again, Jacqueline Heath. That's
Jacqueline, yes.
Jacqueline got a Remote Millionaire shirt. Awesome, Jacqueline.
Nice.
All right, 2 more to go for the t-shirts. Here we go.
They're really nice shirts, by the way.
They are great shirts.
Really soft. Really...
Oh, Richie! Richie Croden. All right.
Which is, I mean, he is a remote millionaire, so it's
That's right. Yes, that's great. All right, shuffle. And then we're going to do one more. So, by the way, here's what I'm doing, just so you guys know. I'm removing you for these small prizes, but when we do the iPad Air, I'm going to put everybody back in. So, Russell. Let's go. Russell.
Nice.
That's 5. That's 5 Remote Millionaires t-shirts. Congratulations, Russell. Congratulations to the winners. Okay, now we're going to give away 3 pairs. 3 pairs of iPad Pro AirPods. I just spun it. Who wins the... Casey Carlson wins the first pair of iPad... not iPad. The first... What are they called? AirPod Pros.
Man, it's so cool to see all these members of our community winning this stuff. It's like everybody's name is very familiar. Like, we know all these people really, really well, which is so awesome, Shuffle it up. Here's winner number 2 for a pair of AirPod Pros. A $249 value, by the way. $250. Genesis.
Genesis Cortez. Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Okay, shuffle up. Number three. Here we go. Number 3 for the AirPod. I keep saying iPad. AirPod Pros. Oh!
Miguel.
Oh! Congratulations. I actually have a call with Miguel right after the live show.
By the way, if you still have not ever used AirPods, man, these things are probably one of the best inventions on the planet. I mean, these things are a total game changer. I don't know if who still uses headphones with like the cord attached to it and all that. I mean, after you use these things, you'll never go back. You will never go back unless you absolutely have to. Where maybe you're using I don't know, maybe your computer doesn't have Bluetooth or something, but these are a total game changer. The only problem is they're so freaking easy to lose.
Okay.
So easy to lose.
Yeah, they are easy to lose. Okay, our final prize. So here's what I did, because this is the grand prize, and everyone is eligible for the grand prize. The grand prize is an iPad Air, a $599 retail price. We're giving that away. I put everybody's name back in here, so even if you won a t-shirt or if you won AirPod Pros, you're back in for the grand prize. I'm going to shuffle this baby up, and here we go. Our grand prize winner for the iPad Air, a $600 value, is...
It better not be Dorn. As long as it's not Dorn.
Oh, it's Mitch! Mitch got it! Oh, congratulations, Mitch. Congratulations.
Wow.
Way to go. Hey, and thank you, everyone who subscribed to the podcast, everyone who took the time to leave a review. Nick and I really appreciate it. I mean, when you do that kind of stuff for me, like I record those episodes, I think they're good, I hope they're good, but I never really, I mean, I'm pretty hard on myself, so I don't know. It's really nice to see the podcast get a good reception and all the positive comments and all that stuff, so really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, and congratulations to Mitch.
Man, Mitch won twice.
I know. T-shirt and that. So, great job, Mitch.
Man. Good job, Mitch.
Good job. All right. Okay. So, we do have one more.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Cheating, bling, bling, got the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Is that how the laugh sounds in there, Nick? Is that it?
You know what's funny is that was your fake laugh, and it sounds way more like your real laugh, probably because the whole time it's playing, you're laughing.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay, so every week, we like to reward people that go and say great job to the people in the shout-out section. So we put a post in the Facebook group. You can always find it at offlinesharks.com shout-outs. Oh, by the way, I know we talked, it seems like we talked about this forever ago, but if we tweaked your interest in the remote lifestyle and how to build a remote team without spending a cent of your own money, you're going to want to check out the training we did on Wednesday. So if you missed it, there it is at the bottom of the screen. Just go to offlinesharks.com/fully remote team. You'll watch the training. There are 3 things in there that I go over that are super, super valuable that you can actually use regardless of what you're doing. How to post, how to, and then there was another one in there. I can't remember what I'm talking about. Anyway, just go on training.
It's how to use your clients, how to use other people's money.
Oh, other people's money. Yeah.
Yes.
I couldn't think of the phrase there. So yeah, go watch it.
But the thing is, if you've ever wondered how to build a team and how to get all of your projects fulfilled for you, like we do, we use other people's money to fund all of our projects. We use other people's money to pay for all the work that we get done with our agencies. So we never pay out of pocket. So if you want to know how we do that, go to offlinesharks.com/fully remote team, save it another tab, watch it after this live stream. And we share all that there. I got you, bro. I got you.
That's good. Thank you. Okay, our winners for going to the post in the Facebook group of the shout-outs and just telling them good job are Yogi Patel and Richard Cronin. Richie Cronin and Yogi Patel. Great job. Our team's going to be reaching out to you. We got some Cash App money coming your way. Man, another amazing live show that just sped by. I hope you all had fun. I see tons of comments. Hey, look, we got 25 likes and loves. I love it. I love it. Nice. I love it. We got there. That's good. Congratulations to all the winners. Again, a couple things going on in the community. Our Remote Millionaires podcast. If you haven't already, go subscribe. We dropped the first 3 episodes. The first one is with Nick. The second one is with, I believe, Jill Ashton. And then I had a third one with Norm. I think those are the 3 that are out there. Norm Thomas. Go listen to those episodes. More episodes will be starting to drop soon. So you want to make sure you're subscribed. If you enjoy the podcast, go leave us a review. If you're interested in how to get more out of your productivity by building a team, doing the things that we actually do in our daily business, go to the link, offlinesharks.com/fully remote team. Watch the replay. And the rest of the time, enjoy your Friday. Everybody stay safe out there. Practice aloha. We'll see you here next Friday. Same Shark Time, same Shark Channel.
You all are awesome. Thank you for being here.
I'm going to cue the new and improved outro.
You've been watching the Aloha Marketing Jam Session, your weekly marketing live show, always bringing you the latest strategies and tactics to build your remote empire from anywhere in the world. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. You can stay up to date throughout the week with the Remote Millionaires podcast at remotemillionaires.com/podcast and Nick's YouTube videos at nickponte.com/YouTube. We'll be back here next Friday for another live show. Until then, aloha.